Welcome to Roots and Roasts. This is Gerard. Let's talk about how to design a sacred space with plants leading the way. If you're building a space that's meant to feel grounded, inspired, and alive, plants should be part of the blueprint, not the afterthought. In this video, we'll show you how to design with intention where every plant, texture, and material choice works together to create meaning. You'll learn when to introduce plants in your design process, how to shape energy in small apartments or historic brownstones, the secrets to blending color, scale, and texture like a designer. Whether you're a homeowner, architect, designer, or just plant obsessed, this is your step-by-step guide to turning any space into something that breathes with purpose. Across cultures and centuries, plants were never optional. From Roman atriums to Moroccan riads to Japanese tatami rooms, they were essential, brought in to filter air, soften sound, and mark sacred moments. In modern homes, plants do more than look good. They break up hard lines, guide the flow of movement, and absorb tension from glass, metal, and concrete. Designers use words like rhythm, negative space, and scale, but plants do all of that instinctively. Whether you're working in a 500 square foot apartment or an entire brownstone, integrating plants early in the design process gives you a natural zoning tool, a living balance between texture and light, and a way to bring movement into stillness. Too often, plants are brought in after everything else. But here's the truth. By then, it's too late. To design intentionally, plants must be part of the original concept, right alongside your lighting, materials, and zoning. When you're mapping your lighting plan, that's your cue to select plants that match your natural and artificial light sources. Choosing materials like wood, stone, or steel, plants are how you balance them, bringing warmth to cold, breath to stillness. Breaking your space into zones, plants are how you define transitions. They create mood, movement, and microenvironments without needing walls. When most people think design, they think color. But if you want your space to feel alive, think texture. Every plant has a finish. Cactus equals matte, ZZ equals glossy, pothos equals satin, fern equals feathered. And so does every material: plaster, tile, brass, wool, raw oak, velvet. The real magic happens when you combine them with intention. This is where our roots and rose style begins to shape the room, feeling as much as seeing. Write these down. These are texture anchors, pairings that turn your space into sculpture. Texture is what makes a plant feel like it belongs. It's why one home feels curated and another feels forgettable. Design your surfaces and plants like you're composing music. Contrast, rhythm, and silence matter. In interior design, layout is everything. And when it comes to working with plants, it's not just about what you place, but where and why. In a small apartment, every inch counts. So we plan up, not out. We use containers that store in style. And we use mirrors to double the light plants receive. In a brownstone or larger home, you have room for anchor points, spaces where a plant doesn't just sit, it speaks. We create breathable moments, a tree to ground the entrance, a trailing vine to draw the eye upward, herbs that invite touch, and scent near food. You're not decorating a space. You're designing for breath, movement, and ritual. Whether you rent, own, or designing for others, plants help you carve sacred into every day. Light does more than grow your plants. It shapes how you feel in the space. We think of it in 3 layers: activation, peace, and restoration. Natural light energizes and awakens. Indirect light calms and opens. Dim corners invite grounding, healing, and pause. Want your plant to feel sculptural? Uplight it from the base like a piece of art. Want your space to wake up gently? Let vines catch the morning sun as they trail toward the window. Want your evenings to feel soft and sacred? Add warm LED glow under your shelves, gentle enough to read, cook, or wind down. This is where design meets wellness. Because what you surround yourself with affect how you think, how you breathe. Plants aren't placed randomly. They hold intention. In a meditation space, use grounding plants like sansevieria. Pair with natural elements. Incense, clay, warm textures. Let become a still point in the room. In the kitchen, use herbs, basil, mint, rosemary. They don't just smell good, they invite presence. Every leaf you touch makes the act of making coffee feel sacred. In your workspace, use air-purifying, emotionally calming plants like peace lilies, rubber trees, or pothos. Think of your plants as emotional punctuation. They shape the start of your day. They hold space for your rituals. They support you without asking for anything but care. To style with plants is to compose with layers. Just like in fashion or architecture, you build from foundation to finish. Start with your anchor layer. Think statement plants like a rubber tree, fiddle leaf, or bird of paradise. These set the visual weight, usually placed on the floor, near windows, in clean containers. Next, build your mid-layer. Use medium-sized plants like alocasia, pilea, or calathea. These live on low tables, stools, or plant stands and add depth without stealing the spotlight. Finally, add your accent layer. This is where the eye travels and the space breathes. Think tillandsia, trailing ivy, string of hearts, or ferns on floating shelves. Here's the secret. Use round leaves to soften sharp architectural edges. Use trailing plants to break vertical dominance. Not every object in your home needs to be trendy, but it should be true. At Roots and Roasts, we believe that great design carries memory, and plants become living symbols of where you're from, where you're going, and who you want to be. In Caribbean households, aloe vera meant healing. In West Africa, calabash and terracotta held soil, herbs, and spirit. In indigenous American homes, plants aligned with cardinal directions and ceremony. Design with your roots in mind. Use planters made by artisans, not factories. Choose materials that speak of place: burnt clay, carved wood, wrapped fiber, natural dyes. Place your basil by the stove, like your grandmother did. Place your fern by the front door, like your father did. Place your peace lily by the altar, like your spirit asks you to. Want help creating your own sacred space? Download our free Roots and Roasts Sacred Space Planning Guide. You'll get exact plant picks, placement tips, and container ideas that follow everything we just walked through. And if this resonated with you, hit that subscribe button. Every week, we share more ways to design with life, light, and legacy.